All right, we are live. Hello, 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 my friends. It is Kelly and Denise here for another
Kelly,
live.
so good to see you,
Denise,
Kelly.
it's so good to see you.
I'm coming down from the high of the Super Bowl because I have never, okay, I have never watched a complete football game in my life. And I
Yay,
did this Sunday.
sports.
Woo! Yay, Taylor. Have you seen that one meme where if you into the Super Bowl, you jump up, yeah, they scored. If you're into Taylor, you jump up, yay, Taylor, they showed her. That was me. That was me.
Uh-oh, your camera just turned off.
Oh shit.
Well, we're
Oops,
gonna
just
we're gonna
cursed.
that's okay.
Cursing
Nobody's
is
in here
not
yet, so
good.
we're giving everybody a second. We're having trouble streaming to
And now the
Instagram.
whole thing is all messed up. No more bouncing, Denise. No more
Okay, I'm going to
bouncing.
turn you off and I'm going to talk about, I'm going to take, oh, there we go. All right,
Okay.
cool. We're all
If I don't
good.
bounce, it works. Okay, we're
Okay.
in.
You guys come in, say hello to us. We are going to talk about a few things today. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl. We're going to talk about Taylor Swift. We're going to talk about Usher. We're going to talk about Alicia Keys. We're going to talk about Ludacris. And then we are going to talk to Ingrid, who is the founder and CEO of MSINGI Movement. That is the newest format based all around Afrobeats music. And Ingrid, I'm looking at you in the green room. African dance? Can I say that? Oh, hold on. Wait, you're not in
She'll
yet. Okay,
explain
we'll
it.
talk
She'll
about it when you get
explain
in.
it.
Yep. She's going to explain it to us. So, Afrobeats, world music, this is the format to follow. This is the place to get it. All right. So, first, I'm Kelly. I am a business coach for fitness instructors, personal trainers, and anyone who works with clients to improve health outcomes. I have an 8,500 person Facebook group called the Grow Your Business for Fitness Instructors, Trainers, and Coaches group. I created $100,000 in 6 months when I launched my first signature course. And that is what I teach my students to do the same so that you can have time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom from the gym.
And great eyes. Your eyes look really pretty today.
My goodness. Thank
Do
you.
do you have like new makeup or something? I mean,
You always give me these compliments. Okay, no, here's the secret. It is not
what's
new
the secret?
makeup.
Oh, it's not?
StreamYard has a setting where you can actually have it touch up your appearance. So it like takes all the bags
Oh,
away from under your eyes, like puts a little eye makeup on for
it
you.
looks beautiful. Whatever it is, it's working, girl. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Thank you. All right. So Denise, tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Denise Imbesi, CEO and founder of Vibes Music and Muscle Mix Music. Vibes is our new product we launched in August of 2023. It's a music app that is available for the fitness industry, whether you are a gym, a fitness instructor, or a video on demand company. We have the real artists that you can change the tempo and create DJ style mixes and use them for your virtual classes and in person.
Oh
So
my
there you
gosh.
go. I'm all hyped up
Vibes
today.
is
You'll have to
the
excuse me.
thing. It's so good.
Thank
So
you.
good.
Thank
You
you.
guys, give a comment if you have tried it. I want to hear if you've tried it. And I want to talk about all of the artists that were involved in the Super Bowl and then what Vibes
Nice.
is doing with their music. So we're getting hearts. Yes, people are trying it and
Well,
loving
you know
it.
what's so interesting? It's like Taylor Swift didn't even perform at the Super Bowl. But I mean, somebody just said recently that she's like, I forgot, but she's like anybody around her, anybody who's associated with her will instantly be known. Those people sitting in the box with her, the at the
True
suite,
story.
right? You can all of a sudden know who they are. It's just
Okay, so I was
amazing.
having this weird moment last night. I think I was having a dream about Blake Lively, who is Taylor Swift's
Yes, our
best friend,
BFF.
and I
Yeah.
was thinking about how they were walking out of the Super Bowl, and everybody was like filming them just walking out of the Super Bowl, and they're both these statuesque, tall, gorgeous women. They've got their
Blondes.
like
Yeah.
jacket slung over their shoulder. And then there's
Mhm.
this shorter lady. I don't know who it was, but
Oh, you
I
don't?
kept thinking about her because I kept thinking like that would be me next to these
Oh,
tall statuesque women
I know. I know what
just
you mean.
feeling
That would
like,
be me
"Mm,
too.
mm, mm."
I know, I know what you mean. I wonder who that was. We got to find out who it was. If anybody saw the Super Bowl and saw Blake Lively and Taylor Swift walking out of the Vegas stadium, let us know who the other
Mhm.
person was. I know Lana Del Rey was up there. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
And I love Lana Del Rey. I mean, she's
Mhm.
amazing. She is
Mhm.
amazing. And the one girl, DJ Ice, I forgot her name. The curly afro. God, I'm embarrassed to say I don't
We're
remember her
old. We're
name.
not into her, but I bet we've got some people watching that are.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so tell me
Yeah,
about what you guys have done because I know you've created playlists based on the artists that we saw at the Super
yeah.
Bowl.
We turned it around really quick. We created a football Super Bowl playlist of all the artists. And then what we did was the very next day, because Usher wasn't announcing who he was going to bring. So the
Mhm.
very next day, we added all the other ones. So like her, her,
Mhm.
Ludacris, LMFAO, Lil Jon, Alicia Keys, Afrojack. Tiesto was the DJ. You probably know people didn't know that, but he was the
So
DJ.
good.
So we
And these
created a
are
playlist
all
with all the
playlists that you can change the tempo on, you can transition the music.
yeah,
They're already created inside the app. It's the original artist, and
yeah,
you can use it
yeah.
in your classes. And there's a license available if you want to use it in your videos. All
That's
the
right.
stuff is right there in the Vibes Music app.
That's right. It's so cool. So cool to be able, and of course, we added Taylor Swift again, even though she didn't perform. We added her to the playlist because she really was very well represented at the Super Bowl.
She's
I
our
mean,
girl.
did you know that Usher? Did you know that Usher's halftime show was the most popular in the history of Super Bowl? But they're contributing it mostly because people were watching more than ever before because of Taylor
Mhm.
Swift. I mean, I was one of
Love
those
it.
people. I've never watched the game before in my life. It was a good game. Did you watch it?
I watched the halftime show. I was there
Okay.
for it. I was there
I
for it. I
usually,
always watch
I
the commercials
usually,
in the halftime show.
that's what I usually do. I actually watched the football and got into it. Anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh. So I have to say this because it was my favorite.
Okay.
Alicia Keys, the red
Oh
dress.
God.
Oh my God, that beautiful, not a stitch of makeup face,
And
the
what about that
hair,
piano? Oh
the
my God.
flipping bodysuit, the piano. Ah,
She was
yes,
perfect. She was perfect. And her
perfect.
voice, they were having audio problems. So I found that out because I was wondering why some people sounded off key. It's
Usher was like
hard to
really
sing.
low in the beginning. You
Yeah,
couldn't hear
yeah,
him.
you're right. It's hard to sing live because the way the setup is and everything, but she sounded beautifully. She sang
So
beautifully.
good.
And I wish the whole show would have been her. I just love her. But
I
I like
agree.
Usher. I think he did a great job.
Mhm.
Not my kind of I don't love all of his songs, but I know a lot of people loved him. So
Oh, I was a
kudos to Usher.
huge fan in the mid-90s, mid to late 90s. Usher was my
Ah,
thing.
yeah, there you go. And we're going to talk about Afrobeats music, I know, in a minute, which
Oh my
I
gosh.
can't wait to talk to Ingrid about the artist that performed at the Grammys. They actually featured African music at the Grammys, which I thought was pretty cool. So,
Well, I think that's a great segue.
segue.
Let's bring her in. So, y'all, today we are talking to Ingrid Knight-Cohee. She is the founder and CEO of MSINGI Movement, which is a new group fitness format completely based on African dance, African music. Let's bring her in, let her explain
Bring
all
her
about
in.
it, and then we will
Yeah.
talk about music and all things world music and Afrobeats.
Yeah, I
So,
can't wait.
hello, my friend. I'm
Hey,
gonna change our little format here so I can
Hello.
see you better.
Ingrid,
Hello.
how are
Hello,
you?
Kelly and Denise. Good, thank you. How are you?
This is so great.
Oh,
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Did you hear my comment about what was the name of that artist that sang at the Grammys?
Oh, Burna Boy, one of my
Burna
favorite.
Boy. Yeah. Burna
Yes,
Boy.
yes. It was awesome to see Afrobeats highlighted, and
Wasn't it?
Trevor Noah, the announcer, he made reference to "I'm a Piano," which is another
That's right.
fantastic South African-based format that just yeah, I'm looking to add that to my playlists for sure.
I know. I was so happy for you, and of course, I thought of you when, first of all, Trevor Noah, and then Burna Boy.
Boy, yeah.
I was like, this is great, and it's so interesting the way Afrobeat style music is kind of snuck in to
Yeah,
American life within the
it's
last couple of years,
fascinating.
I'd say, right?
Yeah, it's
I
been around for a
just
while, but
it's
it's
been
definitely
around for a
becoming
while, but it's like anything.
mainstream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So sorry. Anyway, Kelly,
Oh, good.
you're
So,
on.
Ingrid, let's talk about it. Will you give us, let's tell everybody what MSINGI is, and then I want to hear the story also of where it came from.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, MSINGI is, as you mentioned, it is a movement practice, a new fitness class format. But the word itself is a Swahili word, and it means foundational or base, which I thought was just a fantastic platform to start from as it pertains to just, where we're at in the fitness industry. I think we're all at a place where we recognize we need to remove a lot of barriers, we need to increase inclusivity, and this was just a great word and a place to start from. So I kind of took that and ran with it and developed basically a repertoire of 11 foundational movements. And it's stuff that we all know: squats, lunges, push-ups, back extensions. These are just fundamental movements that we know are great for anybody and everybody. But I wanted to infuse the ideas of earth, wind, and fire to basically make these fundamental movements progress. So in the wind variation, you're going to find more rotation and balance. And then, of course, in the fire variation, you're going to find intensity. So that's kind of the concept in a nutshell.
And your background, are you from Africa directly, or are you a
Well,
child of immigrant parents?
if we all go back 60,000 years or so,
Of course, we're all from Africa. Of course, we're all from Africa.
genome,
But you know
right?
what I mean.
Exactly. I have my background is actually Scandinavian and Caribbean. That's my direct parent heritage.
Okay.
But I do have a connection with Africa in terms of having had the great fortune of living there on and off as a child between ages 10 and 13. Because my dad worked for the United Nations and we lived in Nairobi, Kenya for those years. So that was definitely a profound experience that I always carried with me. And, as I got into being an athlete and then completing my degrees in human kinetics, it was always an element and a source of inspiration that I wanted to infuse with a movement practice. So it finally has come to fruition.
So tell us. I want to understand. Because I don't know much about the continent of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine all the countries are all different, but this particular style of music and movements that are African, are they native to the indigenous people, or is it happening right now today? Is it like, cha-cha or salsa, where everybody, are doing it? Or maybe you can educate us a little bit on that.
Yeah, great questions. I mean, I think first and foremost, yes, Africa is a big place. It's, of course, a continent with over 50 countries and somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 languages. Nobody even knows that for certain. So it's an incredibly diverse place. Afrobeats, depending on what you read, my understanding is that it did originate in Nigeria. But there's influences from all over: Senegal, Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda. I mean, there's just all kinds of crossovers and integrations and influences. So I just kind of view it as a collective. But I see, the playlist that I draw from, the artists are from a variety of African locations. But the movements themselves I would not describe them as indigenous movements to any of those African places. They're really, again, functional strength related. And it's not a dance per se, but I definitely use the tempo of Afrobeats, which typically is only about 110 BPM. It's a slow and steady pace, but I find it perfect for, a very controlled, but fun and energetic pace of most movements.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's really the music that is what define it, has the African influence, right? It's the music.
Yes, I would say so.
And what you do in MSINGI is something that you've created. It's not really like a cha-cha or a salsa or a mambo.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Got
It's not based on any one distinct or traditional African dance.
Dance.
They really
Okay.
are, again, movements that would be familiar to most folks in terms of, again, squats, lunges. I call it a MSINGI press instead of a push-up. But those kinds of movements are going to be familiar to people. But again, the progressions are unique and the
Nice.
combinations are unique. And hopefully, it's a way that makes moving one's body more enjoyable because we all know
That's so great.
that's the big barrier is like exercise is hard, exercise can hurt, and when we want to take those negative connotations away and just understand that moving your body should feel great, and this is just another avenue that can complement a training program for an elite athlete, or it can be something for a newcomer to exercise to experiment with. There's a full gamut of intensity options.
And you're teaching it now where you are in Canada, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
We just launched at Fitness World Canada. Yeah.
Okay, and you're getting great. Tell us what kind of feedback you're getting, what kind of response you're getting.
Really positive responses from, again, a wide variety of members and client bases because, again, the movements are so fundamental and basic, very balanced. And what I'm hearing from people is that their bodies really respond well to the movement patterns. And for, again, those folks that we know, really into fitness, really active, that's great, but they have a hard time slowing down and really listening to aligning their body, working on the weaker components as opposed to only working on what you're already good and strong at. So there's a lot of interesting things that people find they're better able to dial into with this practice.
I love it. Would you say, and again, I'm not as familiar with African culture or anything, so I'm actually the perfect person because I'm coming in cold, except, I've been talking to you, but would you say that the song Calm Down is what put it on the map, Afrobeat style music? Or do you think that kind of started it with Selena Gomez and Rima?
Yeah, that combination with a well-known Western-based artist, just kind of really kind of shunted it into the forefront of mainstream. So I would say, that was a pivotal song, and still one of my favorites. Very catchy.
For sure. Me too. And did you know that Selena Gomez is the #1 followed person on Instagram, period? Did you know that? In the world. Yep.
Wow.
You look it up, you'll see. I mean, she switches places with one of the Kardashians from time to time, but pretty much it's Selena Gomez and some presidents and stuff like, important people.
Right.
But she and so that makes sense that because she's so popular.
But I would also say another culturally significant moment has been the Black Panther movies and Wakanda Forever.
That's right.
And even Beyonce's version of The Lion King. She had a lot of,
so all these things
highlighted a lot of Afrobeat musicians and artists.
Nice.
So
those are great.
These things that are culminating, that are driving the trend, and it's really catching on.
It's amazing when that happens. That's amazing. And I love it. I mean, I kind of equate it to reggae. It doesn't sound like reggae, but I equate it in that it's so unique. That it has its own,
maybe a same kind of mood.
Yeah. Do you know the instruments? Are the instruments different? Do you know this? And if you don't, it's okay. I'm asking you questions.
We're putting you on the spot.
We're putting you on the spot.
Great questions. No, I don't think there's a specific instrument per se. I think the distinguishing factor tends to just be that tempo. And of course a multitude of languages. You're going to hear Afrobeats in French.
I did notice that.
It's a variety of African languages. So there's really that international component as well.
Awesome.
Some German ones.
Wow.
So Ingrid, I would love to hear from you. How long has the format been in existence?
Okay. Well, it was probably the infancy was probably somewhere in the pandemic where I was really trying to, get my creative juices flowing, and just in my living room started putting together these ideas. But the first certification course was this past August, and then we launched in clubs in September. So
Oh my
and
goodness,
it's just been growing from
congratulations. That
there.
is a huge hurdle to get
That
over for a
is
format.
amazing.
Yeah. It's been a labor of love, but you know, we have a 23-page instructor certification manual, and the next certification course is happening on March 2nd. So, you know, whether folks are just looking for quality CECs, this is approved for 1.2 CECs from NASM, as well as 12 CECs for AFA and BCRPA, which is our local fitness organization and CEC provider. So there's an opportunity there. If folks are interested, I think the link is in the information on the screen, as well. You know, people are welcome to DM me directly. And
thank you.
we're just looking to grow MSINGI worldwide.
I love it. So y'all, if you look under Ingrid's face, it says MSINGImovement.ca. That is where you register for the instructor training that is happening March 2nd. That's where you can learn more and register.
I'm typing it in the comments as well. Oh, didn't go through.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour training with some expectations after the live component for some gathering some, you know, hours of experience, as well as a video submission, so that we're making sure that every instructor has all of the components. It's broken down into lower body, upper body, core, and then earth, wind, and fire. So it's unique also in the sense that it's not choreographed. I give you fundamental ideas and fundamental movements, and then it's up to the instructor to put together their own sequences.
I love that.
So
I love
there's
that.
structure, but there's freedom in that structure. So I think a lot of instructors appreciate that.
And yes, freedom and structure. Beautiful.
No, it's true.
And
Freedom and structure. Yeah.
And Ingrid is also going to come back next week, this time, and teach a live demo class.
Yeah.
Yes. It's you know, with any class format, it's tough to describe it. I'd love for people to actually experience it. So we'll get the vibes playlist going, we'll get the Afrobeats going, and everyone is welcome to just join me and experience some MSINGI movement. And I can guarantee your body is going to thank you for it.
Oh, wow. Love it.
Well, we have 2 or 3. Did the third one go live? We have 3 playlists on Vibes app, right?
Yes, there's 2 live right now, and a third one is in the mix, and 2 more are coming.
All right. I'm excited. I love what you're doing, Ingrid, and you are an amazing entrepreneur and a true fitness professional. It's just really a wonderful contribution to the industry, because it's so different. I mean, we talked to, Kelly and I both talked to so many different people in the industry, and I've not heard this before. So I think you're definitely one of a kind at the moment, you know.
Well, that's a great place to be. I appreciate the props there, and definitely your platform and partnership has been definitely a valuable contribution. So I'm excited to forge ahead and appreciate the platform for sure.
I'm looking for your playlist right now on the Vibes app. Keep talking.
You're gonna kind of just bring them up and show them. So there are MSINGI playlists within the world music. There's also a world music feature on the homepage of the Vibes app. You can find the Vibes music app at vibesmusicapp.com, by the way. I keep on forgetting. We need to put that under your face, Denise.
Oh, wait. She just started something. Yes.
Yes, I just wanted to mention to folks out there that if you're not already subscribing to the Vibes Music app, then definitely sign yourself up with my promo code.
Yes.
2024. So take advantage of that code, because you'll get a little discount. So that will definitely allow you to connect to, of course, the MSINGI playlists, but all of the plethora of music options on the Vibes Music app.
I love that. What is your code?
MSINGI 2024.
I'm putting it in here. Okay.
Yep. Do it.
All right. Well, it looks like we've had a few little tech issues today. I know we were frozen for a minute, and then my face was big for
Were
some reason,
we
and now
all frozen,
Denise
or
is
were just
on.
you frozen? Were you frozen? Was everybody
I don't know.
frozen?
I was kind of navigating around to try to find where we were live so I could
Oh,
figure it
now I
out.
can't.
I'm just not sure.
Oh, I hope we didn't miss that, because that was really great. But
No.
we'll see.
The audio was coming, I believe.
Good, 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 good.
Yeah, and
That was good stuff.
Ingrid gave some really great
We're
information.
used to the imperfections of the tech world. It's all good.
We do what
Yes,
we
we
can with
are.
what we've
Keep
got.
on swimming through.
And I'm gone
That's
right
right.
now. So
Okay,
funny. Oh, here I am. I'm
Ingrid,
back.
we are so excited to have you back next week to do your live demo class. I will be here with you.
Thank
We
you.
will make sure that one runs perfectly and we will get it
Fantastic. Can't
recorded
wait.
for you. And thank you. Any final thoughts before we bring you down off the screen?
Yeah, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Well, my goodness, thanks again for carving out time. I know you were two very busy ladies, so I appreciate the platform and the opportunity to share all about MSINGI with this group. And just looking forward to next week. Let's get active, and let's give you a sampler.
Love it. All right.
I love it. I love it. I
Ingrid,
love it.
thank you
Thank you,
so
Ingrid. Thank
much.
you,
Thanks for
everybody.
having
Have
me.
a great day. All right.
Wait,
Take care.
you and I gotta wrap this thing up
Oh, we got to
together
wrap
here.
up. We got to wrap up. Let's wrap it. So you froze there for a while. We were yakking away, and you were just like,
I know, and I was, and then I had, so within StreamYard, you guys, if you've gone live with StreamYard, you know, if you don't, there are little options for how you can lay the screen out at the bottom. And so I
oh,
had
I saw
tried
that.
to make it so that Ingrid was big since she was talking, but with everything
Oh,
being frozen, it wasn't showing me anything. And then I went over to Facebook and I looked and I saw that I was big and I looked like this.
you did. You were big and you were frozen, literally frozen in time. But I kept yakking away. You know, the show must go on.
That's
As
right.
they
We got
say.
this. We make this
Do you want to
happen.
give any updates about what's going on with you before we? Because
Oh,
I talked
goodness.
all
You
about
know what?
music. Yeah,
You
what you got?
you did talk all about music. I forgot to give my like favorite things of the week. I'm
Yeah,
not
what's
going
your
to be
favorite
talking
things?
about CAULK like I did last week.
Oh, boy, we're not doing that again. We're not going there again.
What are my big updates? Let's see. Our bathroom is in the log cabin. We're very excited about that. Last week I led my 3-day free Make Money as a Coach blueprint, and it went amazing. I've reworked all the lessons. I'm in the process of reworking them again. I'm just really trying to find that sweet spot of where instructors get like the most value and are able to take the most action from those 3 days without me
Okay.
like blabbering on and on for hours. So I'm trying to keep all of the lessons under an
Gotcha.
hour and make it really actionable. So we did that last week. Those lessons are still out there and they will be out there until tonight. So if
Oh,
anybody
great.
does want to get in there and catch up, let me know. The registrations at learn.fitprosconnect.com. But yeah, that just went amazing. I was really excited
Great.
about it.
Great.
I guess the only other update I've got is that I am
Okay.
planning a low-cost monthly membership, and it will probably be centered around a monthly meetup where we will all plan our social content together. So for my
Nice.
business builders, I am looking at doing a super
Great.
low cost monthly membership that will have that very singular purpose of us all
Okay.
getting together and planning our social content. And I'm really excited about it. You'll see
Oh, I
that
like that.
out of the
Yeah,
next
that's
month
awesome.
or so.
Okay. And you help mostly instructors who are independent and have their own business. Is that right?
Well, a lot of my instructors are still working in facilities and then they
As
are
well.
also building their thing on
Yeah.
the side. I can
Gotcha.
work with those. I can work with people who are side hustling out of a full-time job. I have a lot of clients who are moms
Gotcha.
of multiple kids and they
Right.
are, they want to have their own thing outside of building a family. All of
Sure.
those ways of building a business are completely
Right.
legit and they're all within my wheelhouse. The
Good.
key for me is I only work with entrepreneurs who are right now service-based, like you're out there providing a
Gotcha.
service, you're teaching yoga
Gotcha.
classes or you're doing massage, you're doing energy healing sessions, whatever it is.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Service-based, and you are improving health outcomes for your clients. And what I want to do is teach you how to create a program, because programs are way more profitable than
Yeah.
service-based. When you're
Service-based.
service-based, you're getting paid per hour. I don't want you to get paid per hour, because that is a race to the bottom.
Right. 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 It doesn't. It relies on you too heavily, your time. So
Yeah, the only way to make more money is to put more hours into the day.
I
Doesn't
like it.
work.
Yeah. Nobody wants to do that.
Okay,
All
y'all.
right. Well, this was great. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, as you guys watching the replay, make sure that you say hello to Ingrid, give us a little shout and give us a comment. Let us know that you were here, and let Ingrid know how much you appreciated that information, because that was good
It was
stuff.
really great. I learned so much about what she does and about Africa, and the background of Africa and everything, Afrobeats. Awesome. Really great.
All right, we will
All
see
right.
y'all next week.
See you next week, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
Ooh, yes.